is the remix. Come on now.
Great. And what does literacy mean to you?
Literacy means being able to read and write and understand the language.
Literacy is kind of just like reading and writing.
Literacy means being able to read to me.
Read? How about you?
And write.
Read and write?
Same what he said, being able to understand the language and write it and speak it, and being able to use it.
Okay.
Having a tenuous grasp on writing and reading.
Literacy means being able to read and write English,
Being able to read and
or any language that's your own.
The ability to write.
Literacy is the ability to read.
Literacy technically would mean the ability to read and understand, I can swipe you, understand knowledge. Literacy process the knowledge.
Good. What does multiliteracies mean to you?
Probably having multiple literacies, whether that be a language like English and Spanish, or being literate in computers or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe just like
Just think about it.
I personally didn't know when I first
yeah.
entered
I'm
this
just
class,
putting the
so-
words together, so maybe just many different ways to look at reading and writing.
Oh.
I'm not sure, but if I was going to guess, the ability to write in multiple languages.
I'm not really sure, but if I had to make an educated guess, it'd be the ability to read in different languages.
Multiliteracy.
Literacies. If you could define it.
Okay, well, I've never heard that term before.
Right.
But I'm gonna take it that you are able to read various ways, maybe possibly different languages.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of technology do you use personally?
I use my computer a lot, my cell phone, my PlayStation 3 to play video games and movies, both of which I'm very fond of.
Well, I like country music, and I don't know. I probably mainly phones and computers and lighting.
Well, I have a cell phone. I use my computer every day. Just like the normal stuff.
Yeah.
iPad.
And when it comes to your computer and, well, I guess, yeah, just computer, do you think you use it for academic use more or more personal, like internet surfing?
Probably more personal use. I don't do that much academic stuff on my computer. I have to read a lot of things.
Online?
And I don't like to read on my computer, so I print them off. Or just have books. But yeah, I waste a lot of time on my computer. Like just now, I've been wasting hours when I should be studying. And I'm pretty satisfied with that. So.
Okay, well, great. What do you have on you? What kind of technology? Do you carry any with you? Like,
I have my phone on me.
Oh, okay. What kind of phone?
I have an iPhone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you use that for mainly? Like texting,
Just communicating
emails?
with my friends, emails, social media.
What kind of apps do you use?
Apps. I have the Twitter app. I have, Facebook, games.
What's your favorite game?
I really like solitaire. Just kind of classic.
Oh,
but,
yeah. Okay. Okay. So you said you have your cell phone on you.
Yes.
What kind of phone do you have?
An iPhone.
An iPhone. And what do you use that for mostly? Like
Texting
email?
and Twitter.
Twitter? Okay.
And calling my mom
Oh,
sometimes.
okay. Do you have any apps that you like particularly?
No,
No, just the Twitter app.
just the Twitter app.
Okay. What kind of personal electronics do you have with you right now? Oh, what is that?
Cell phone and headphones.
What kind of cell phone?
iPhone.
iPhone. What do you mainly use the iPhone for?
Communication purposes.
Communication. Do you use like email, social
Yeah,
media?
definitely. Social media, I have Facebook. I don't have Twitter. Not a huge fan of that yet, apparently. But I have Facebook. I have a Sports Center app that I check often. But other than that, not too much. Just communication mainly.
What skills or abilities related to technology do you think are expected of you as a student at Marquette? Like when you came in and your teacher said, you guys should be able to do what?
Know how to type, and like just kind of being able to maneuver around like
A computer?
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously computers and any of the formats and programs on that. That's about all I use. I don't know, phones, telephones. My teacher wants to get hold of us through text messaging.
Okay. Along with reading and writing, what other basic communication skills do you think people need these days?
Definitely just like holding a conversation, like kind of like face-to-face people skills.
People skills?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, definitely oral communications I find is important. I guess depending on your major, but speaking, public speaking is important, and professional speaking, like if you need to talk to a professor, you need to be more composed. And I don't know if this would relate, but writing emails, you need to have like proper format, more professional format.
Okay, so social media is huge these days, as you know. Everyone's tweeting and Facebooking. Twitter is my main source of news. It's my way to communicate. For instance, today we couldn't get a hold of a friend through the phone, so we Facebook messaged her. So that's a way to communicate. Text messaging is also a great way to communicate. I would like to say I talk on the phone, but I really don't that much. FaceTiming, that's new. And Skype, you know, all the plethora of new technologies.
Great. How has technology been integrated in your classes at Marquette?
Well, PowerPoint is one of my favorite applications. It's endlessly fascinating, both to use and to observe. Some teachers like to show videos. I have one that always wants to show us YouTube videos, sometimes that don't even relate to the class.
Right.
Although I do have some teachers who still just like lecture and write on the board. And I think they're kind of fighting the power there with not using technology, which I like.
Well, in my lab we use like simulation things, like
Please elaborate.
like mannequins that can give blood and shit like that.
Well, in my education major, we talk a lot about integrating technology into our classrooms when we're going to be teachers, yes. So that's a big deal because there's a lot of online things you can use.
Through all my science classes, we use PowerPoint. And then I guess through English classes I don't have many of, we have used YouTube through projectors, but that's about it.
Oh yes, well actually, ironically my ed really isn't into technology. Like they register all their classes on paper, but at Marquette we're great, technologically advanced over here. I know in the School of Communications a lot of classes use the hashtag with their class name, and they have to tweet during class, like live tweet about their class. I work for Marquette Radio, and so we use our own website for that technology. I also make.
We just swipe over.
Okay, great. I also make multimedia projects through the Wakerly and stuff like that. You know, through cameras and different platforms of technology, voice recording. So yeah.
How do you feel about Marquette programs such as Checkmark, D2L, eMark? Are you satisfied with them, or?
Oh yeah, they're great. It's nice to get to sign up for your classes on a computer, so you can do it from anywhere with Wi-Fi, although the campus Wi-Fi needs improvement. So I would say I'm not satisfied with the Wi-Fi, but the stuff that you can do with the Wi-Fi, I'm pretty happy with.
Good, okay.
I think they're very helpful. You know, a bit hard to navigate around at first, but you get used to it. D2L is great. I like that my teachers can post PowerPoints on there and everything like that. Outlook Web could use some spiffing up, but luckily I've synced it with Mobile Me on my Mac. Yeah, and it works great. And yeah, I love checkmark, like for grades and enrollment. Also like that you control who sees your grades, your parents. And yeah, it's great. You're fine. It's great.
Great.
Some of my teachers half and half use D2Ls, but they definitely expect us to have access to a computer to do some projects and assignments.
So are you overall satisfied with those Marquette online programs, or do you think they could be improved?
I think D2L could be get some improvements on there. But
Do you think it's like, what kind of improvements? Like, just is it slow? Is it just badly organized?
Yeah, like the efficiency of it. Most teachers don't even really use it. So.
Checkmark's kind of annoying because it doesn't work sometimes, or like I can't figure out what I need to do. But besides that, I love my eMark account. I mean, I use it all the time, so that's good.
The only complaint is checkmark is a bit confusing for me when you register for classes. There's a lot of problems there, but D2L I find is a really good resource for your classes. You can turn things in. You have the syllabus right there if you lose it. So in the emails.
So you're overall satisfied with D2L?
Yes.
And checkmark could use a little bit reconstruction.
Right.
Great.
I think they're really effective when they're used, but some of my teachers, I'm going to probably throw a generalization out there and say that they're the older ones don't necessarily use it as well as the younger teachers through tests and putting assignments up timely, but overall I like it.
Do you think the technology available at Marquette, or that, like you said, the mannequins that you use in class, do you think that's positive or negative in your
Positive, because
academic?
it's going to help me when I need to go out in the real world and figure stuff out.
Yeah, this is the remix. Come on now.